off your phone. Let's do this.
Okay, is audio live?
Yeah, we're good.
What is going on,
live.
Vital? Stoked to be here today. We are going to kick this show off first with a game. Hold on, got it on my phone. Oh boy,
We're getting double echoes because we were in
there
the
we
chat.
go. There we go. Okay, we're off. All right, we are going to kick this off today with going back in time, and those that are in my age category.
Pick your player, Aaron. Just pick your player. It's going down now.
We are going to play Mario Kart, and we're talking the OG Mario Kart. So, Tyler, first, has the question been asked for our listeners that are joining right now before we pick the character? We are going to be giving out a free book today. 5 free books today, which
We've already got this posted in the link. Aaron is behind. Just pick your player. We are going to battle. It is in the link. Top 5 first people to guess the winner of Aaron and I. I am Toad. Aaron is Donkey Kong.
Okay.
First 5 people to guess and the number of correct balloons will win a free copy of Sam Taggart's Eat What You Kill book. And first place will also get $100 store credit. Lock in. Let's go.
That's right. So
Game
post
on.
in the chat. Let's get the chat going. Make your guesses known. I'm just going to say, Tyler, you're going down, and you would be wise to pick me.
There was an incorrect link posted up for a minute that was not live. Now that we are live and we're playing, make sure you get the right link out to your people. Let's get as many people as we can. This should get everybody a minute to just gather themselves. Game on. We'll see who wins a few things right now.
Okay, here.
We're also going to have some prizes at the end of today's show, so stay tuned for that.
Here we go. Tyler, it is on. Get ready. I'm gonna kick
For anybody
your
who's not
ass.
played this game in a minute,
Woo! Here we go.
graphics are epic. This is not.
Here, get out of my way. Just keep in mind.
Oh,
How do I
shoot.
shoot again? There it is. Boom. Okay, first green shell
Dude,
deployed.
well,
Watch out. These things just, I'm stilling
Okay,
what
all
you
right.
have. Please be a
Still
red
that
shell.
all day
Ooh,
long, bro.
a star. You know how hard
still
the
it.
star is to control? And look at these graphics. Like, I will tell you, those that grew up in this generation, they're who had the real talent to be able to control this. Come here,
It
Tyler.
It is no
Oh,
joke.
jeez.
Okay, red shell. Red shell.
Another
Where
green
is he?
shell
Where is
deployed.
he?
Out in the open, in the wild. Ooh, I have a red shell. You better watch out. Where are you, dude?
Done, bro.
No! Me.
And I'm
You
coming for you
suck.
again, bro. I'm coming for you again.
Hey,
Oh.
the thing is, you have a star. You just missed me.
One down.
Gotta let that wear off. I have a red shell. Just don't get it goes. Oh my gosh. No, you have a red shell too. Oh, yes, you missed me. No. Okay, here we go. Tyler, where you at, bro? Come here. Ooh, I see you. Okay.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No, I got hit with a stray.
2 in a row. You got one.
Oh,
No.
you're done.
No.
You're done.
Oh,
you're
yes.
so lucky.
Watch this, Tyler. Behind. Ooh, I blocked you.
No, you didn't, bro. You lost one, didn't you?
No, I didn't lose it.
Oh, no.
Strategically, I threw it behind. If you don't know that move, you're behind. Oh, here we go. Okay, keep in mind. Is going to get a book today,
Oh, no.
and we're gonna
This
jump
game
into
is so much
recognition.
more difficult than you remember. It's
Ooh,
wild.
Tyler, red shell. Are you ready for this?
Oh,
Where
no.
are you,
Oh,
Tyler?
no.
Where are you, Tyler? Red shell in the making. Here we go. Oh, you're trying to dodge me? Come on, here we go. Don't go get him! Yeah! Aaron
I'm sorry
Lee
for those who I
takes
let
the
down
win
today.
with 2 balloons left.
Oh,
Cade, call out who
that
wins.
With 2 balloons.
That hurts.
Anyone
Hey.
who said DK.
If anybody
So-
saw my story between my poor parking
That-
job this morning
Yeah.
and that loss, my ego is
DK
not.
with 2 balloons.
Who won? Who won?
Hey West?
K West,
is not off to a good
congratulations.
start
You
on
win.
a Friday.
What was that? Our first winner,
That was
Cade?
the very first winner. Yeah.
So, Kay, you win $100 to our store and
That was
a free book.
That was admirable.
Hey, I'm gonna give credit.
I would like a rematch, but that was
We have
well
a few.
done.
We'll default to those who voted for DK because only one person got 100% right. Congratulations
I love it.
to K West.
So, couple things. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. Tyler and I did do a warm-up round yesterday, and I am sad to admit he beat
I was
me
feeling confident.
0-3.
I went in
All
feeling
3 of
real
my
confident.
balloons were gone.
We're gonna have to break the tie behind the scenes.
So,
Best out of 3.
That is true. This was round.
DK with 2.
That's right. Let's go. Little fun to kick this thing off. Cade, if you can post as we get through the show who our 5 winners are in the feed so you guys know who won. We will post. Again, I think we already found the first winner who also won $100 to the store credit. Now, what I want to say is we get into today's show. That was a little fun to get this started. That is to get the feed popping. Today's show is going to be one of the best shows that we've ever ran. I want to thank our marketing team. They have been hard at work with these graphics.
Hold on. We have formally changed the name of the team. We will not refer them to this marketing team. This is officially the VITL Arts Department.
Ooh, Arts Department.
Going forward. It's the VITL Arts Department.
I like it.
Huge
like
fan.
it.
Huge fan of the shift.
I just want to say this has been now a year that we've ran VITL Live. The iterations have been amazing. They've gotten better time after time after time. But I just want to take a moment and look at these graphics today. They have nailed it today. We are in the VITL basement. This is all real. This is all real life. But this is incredible. I'll tell you, nobody does it better than here at VITL. Now, the other thing I want to note, at the end of today's show, we do this show one time a month to recognize our top producers in all of our categories. These individuals did not get lucky. They worked all month long to make these, scorecards and get recognized the way that they are today. So in the chat, if this is someone from your team, your division, anyone that you know, go give them the love they deserve. Let's make the chat so loud, so consistent, so this show gets the recognition it deserves. And then second, we have loved those that post on social media all of the recognition that goes down today. What our arts department has done today, they have made all of these recognitions on a slide and on a post that is going to go live on our Instagram at the end of today's show. So if you get recognized today, don't take a screenshot of the show live. If you want to, great. But know that everything you see today is going to be live on our Instagram. What we would ask is go to our Instagram, find your post, and share that. Let's get loud. This is going to be a great show today. Tyler, anything to add before we jump into company recognition? And
no, I'm stoked
you took your defeat well. I'm proud of you. That was fun.
Hey, listen, I went in with confidence. I didn't get the outcome that I hoped for, but I'm not done. I'm not down. I'm coming back. There's many more to be had. The game is, the game may have been lost. Battle's not over.
I like it. Well, you always got the right mindset. Okay, let's jump in.
Let's go.
So we are going to recognize our company performance first. And as I get into this, we're going to recognize our local channel, our X channel, and then the company overall. So let me do that. And then I have some thoughts, a lot of thoughts. I'm very proud of what we've accomplished in the month of May. So first, let's talk about our local channel. Locals is our largest channel here at VITL. A little over 70% of our book of business we do here as a company comes from this channel. So for those that belong to locals, let's see you in the chat. What market are you conferencing in from? Represent your market. But to the whole local channel, let's give it up for them. They were 81% to goal in May. Great job. Now, as I recognize our X channel, we'll talk about overall company here in a second. So moving on to our X channel. These are individuals that do what most people, sometimes wish to do in 30 days. These individuals go out for 10 days, guys, and they are making it happen. For the last 2 months, they have been over 100% to goal, and I just want to call that out. So 2 categories here. For the grind, they were 95% to goal. So during their actual 10-day blitz, during their 10-day grind, they were only 5% shy. Now, I want to say we have set very big goals for both channels in May. We've upped them every month so far this year. So to be 95% to goal, if you represent the X channel, you guys are on a hot streak. Great job. You've reached your summer. Cannot wait to see what you do this month. As we move into the month, let's give them a big round of applause. They were 106% to goal. Incredible job. That is so awesome.
Well done.
So awesome.
Way to represent.
You guys hold the fort down. Your grind this month starts on the 20th. So get ready for this month. Good luck. Cannot wait to see what you do. We are so grateful for our X channel. Please Tyler, we were 81% to goal as a company, and I want to talk about that for a second because this year we kicked off January with the big goal, and if you remember what happened in January.
We honestly didn't think we'd hit that goal.
We didn't. It was first
for,
month of the year. We went big.
I think 4 months straight.
Correct. So 4 months in a row, our company was over 100% to goal. Now, the reason I call this out, we started out so hot, but what you do as someone who's hitting goals, you go bigger. You stretch those goals. And so every month for 4 months in a row, we kept upping the goal. We hit it. We upped the goal. We hit it. We upped the goal. We hit it. Now, this month, I will say we have reached a lot of adversity in our industry. Let's not sugarcoat that. Now, I just want to share a couple things. When I look at that 81% to goal, we upped our goal even more. But what I know to be true, as long as I've been in this workspace for 20 years, those who know how to thrive in chaos are those that do the biggest things in the life, in an industry, in a sport, in an industry, whatever it is. If you can learn how to stay calm during the storm, those are the individuals that will go out and there's nothing that will get them down. And so when I look at that 81% to goal, that is vital. Right now, we had a big goal going into last month. Through all the adversity, our heads are down and we are performing. And what I want to say company-wide as we get into this month, sales does solve everything. Here's my call out. If you want to have a really good day, we know that sales is a transfer of energy. And when you come out of a sell, you're going to go have a better correlation meeting. If you're a manager and you want to run a better meeting, make sure you go sell the day before. If you want to go recruit with more passion, if you want your bank account to light you up on a Friday or Thursday and Monday on payday, make sure that your funnel is full of sales. If you want a great date night with your significant other, go sell. I've said this multiple times. Sales cures all. Sales fills you full of energy, and it impacts so much in your life. So as we look at our goals this month, it is all gas, no brakes, and I just want to humbly thank everybody for making VITL what VITL is. We will win. We have the right platform, right strategy. So great job last month. I have nothing but pride in that 81% as we are not slowing down. We're not lowering our goal, but let's put our heads down and let's make sure we get to work.
I'm excited to add some to that. I got a lot of thoughts on that. I'm going to save them for the end and my final thoughts because I think we have some people ready to dive in.
Okay, let's do it.
Some production.
I like it.
And some results that we need to review.
Wanted to highlight that. So now,
dive right in.
As we get into these next sections, I want to give a caveat again. Let's hear it in the chat. Let's get loud. Make sure the chat is active. If you are a setter in the categories, we go off of sets and we call them assists that were closed. If you are a closer, and then all offices, districts, regions, divisions, those are based off of clean deals. So make sure deals are clean. Let's jump into the recognition. Last caveat. First 30 days, it's kind of like how the NBA works. How did everyone do? No matter how long you've played in other industries or other companies, who was our best in the first month of VITL? Tyler.
Okay, Rookie of the Month. As Aaron said, this person may be experienced. They may have been in solar for 15 years. We really don't care. The reason we recognize a rookie is what did you do when you showed up rather than what have you done in the past. And oftentimes we recruit people in that talk a big game, but they don't show up in the first 30 days and actually get the job done. So let's take a look at our top 3 for Rookie of the Month. Number 1 rookie. Rhett
number. Oh, that's right. Woo-hoo,
Rhett Beckstrand. Rhett.
Let's go.
We've been trying to get Rhett over here for a minute now. So to finally get him over here, have you show up, dominate month 1. I know you have all the solar experience in the world, but as we said, we don't care. We're going to recognize who gets the job done in their first 30 days. And player 2, player 3, second and third place, Jennifer Ombach and Emmy Williams. Jennifer, if I botched your last name, I really do apologize. Feel free to let us know in the chat when we make those mistakes. But congratulations on being our top 3 rookies of the month. Okay.
Great job. All I want to say to that bucket too, welcome to VITL. We are so happy to have you.
Welcome to VITL.
That is our new group. That first month is a wild whirlwind to make the top 3. Tyler, we onboarded just around 500 new people last month to VITL. And to see who made it out of that pack, top 3, I hope those guys realize how awesome they did. So great job.
Mad props. And to Aaron's point, welcome. All right, top setters. We're going to take a look at our top setters in the group. Now, as we look at these, are we defining out? Are these broken out? Have we combined them all now? Can I get a little bit of confirmation on that?
So
Cade, behind the scenes.
Yep.
They're combined.
This is all combined now on setters. We're not defining it by channel.
Oh, no,
this is
there
just
is retail though. We'll
that's
look
what
at
I-
retail.
Yeah, we broke it down.
Yeah,
So these are top setters on our direct side. Number 1 spot. Show us on the board. Who we got? Malcolm, Cosmos. Malcolm,
Let's go.
congratulations. We have around 1,100 active reps in our business today, give or take. And I know that a higher percentage of those individuals are setters over any other position. So you're probably battling against 600 plus individuals in that exact same role. Mad props to be number 1 in the entire business. Does not happen by accident. I know you're putting in a ton of work. And in the number 2 and 3 slots, Brandon Peterson, Kai Johnson.
Good job.
You made it to number 2 and 3. Top 3 is a huge deal in that category as well. Congratulations.
Hey, I will say lifeblood of our business right there. We love our setters. Thank you. And way to represent. If you go back again, I just want to say that we have team names coming in now, and I just love them. And I want to highlight them where we can. But the Daytona Dogs, Malcolm,
Daytona
way
Dogs.
to represent the Daytona Dogs
I love that.
in the Valor region. I want to recognize the names where the names can be. That is fun. Good job.
I knocked Daytona, for those of you on the Daytona Dogs. I knocked Daytona, and it was my first year managing, throwback to, almost 20 years ago, 2008. And I think we were like some of the first people to ever knock Daytona
Let's
Beach.
go.
Nobody had ever been there.
Do
for
they
the
have you to
industry we
thank
were
to
in.
soften
that
the
was
doors?
it. Just saying, it was incredible. Way to keep it rolling out there. All right, retail setters. These are those in the stores. As we mention every single time, I think it's really easy for people to think the grass is greener on one side than the other. Let me just tell you, I've done them both. It's not. They both have their own challenges. So for those who are in the stores, getting uncomfortable, talking to strangers who came in to buy a hammer, and then next thing you know, you're pulling them 3 aisles over, taking their time, and completely redirecting their attention for what they showed up for. Congratulations and well done on getting the job done and getting their attention and taking them all the way through setting an appointment, which is then turned into a close from one of our closers. So in the top spot, bring it on up for us, Christy Schreiber.
The queen.
Christy,
Yes.
congratulations. And
So
way to
cool.
represent also for the ladies of VITL. I love to see it every single time. We also have player 2 and player 3. Give it to us. Andrew, Diana, and Jennifer Umbach.
Good job.
that's-
Love that.
Is that twice for Jennifer? Did I just read Jennifer's name in the rookies? I feel like
That's right.
It's not
Way to
only she
represent.
didn't just post up on the rookies list. She just landed on the top setters in the whole business. So massive props for doubling up on 2 different lists.
Great job.
Your first 30 days here in the business to do that and be on the top setter list is huge. So
What I just want to
massive
say
props.
too, if I can, those who know those names on the list, Andrew and Christy both are leaders in our retail business, and it fires me up. You guys know one of my favorite quotes, speed of the leader is speed of the business. And these 2 individuals, if you look at their organization, they are responding to that frontline leadership. Christy and Andrew both went out and tore it up. But again, not to take anything away from Christy, you can't take away from number 1. Christy, energy. It is contagious. And I just want us to always remember, be the lifter in all your conversations with people. When you're a lifter, not a drainer, life responds to that. Christy, it is responding to your effort. Incredible job. Can't say that enough. Good job.
well done, Christy. Okay, closers. Moving on to those. Taking their time to lock down all the hard work that has gone in to the front line of the funnel from our setters. Let's take a look. Top closers in the business for the month of May. Am I seeing that right?
Ooh,
Is
yes.
that Sean Doggy?
Yes,
This is not the
there
first time
he
we've seen that
is,
name at the
yes.
top, but it's good to see it back. Sean Doggy Olroyd.
I love that,
Number
man.
1, top
Such
closer
a
in
good
the
dude.
business for the month of May. Congratulations, dude. Love to see it. Number 2 and number 3 slots, we got Emma. Oh, don't. Number 2, and Nathan Osborne in the number 3 spot for all the closers at VITL for the month of May. It's massive to be in the top 3 as well in that category. You got a lot of people out there you're battling against, and way to get the job done and make sure our setters out there are getting paid by locking those
Great
down.
job. I do just want to say this too. Emma, she's on a tear. She did just advance in the crown To see Sean Doggy in number 1 spot, no surprise. But that round was against Sean Doggy and Emma.
He might have got the top spot for the month, but Emma moved on to the bracket.
That's right. The crown is getting competitive more so than ever. To see Sean Doggy finish number 1, way to make it happen throughout the month. To see that round go down where Emma advanced in the crown, Emma make it proud, make that worth it. But great job to that whole group. But Sean, way to take number 1.
And
Love
also
to see
got
it.
to throw Emma props for showing up for the ladies, representing in the crown,
right.
taking the competition. I'm rooting for you as it continues on. Would love nothing more to be giving out some crowns to the ladies at the end of the year at the gathering next year.
It's looking that way.
Exciting.
It's looking that way.
All right, now we're moving into a category which, if you were here for the last show, you will remember that in the past, because on a month-to-month basis, it's a little bit difficult to incentivize people with installs that came from their months previous of production. We kind of held back on that for a while. We just focused on closes. But going forward, make no mistake, we will always represent and discuss the most important thing in the business, which is installs. I mentioned on the last slide, way to get the setters paid by showing up and getting the jobs closed. And I'm going to have to back that statement out and say that was completely incorrect. That's not what gets them paid. This is what gets them paid. This is the job that gets everybody paid. It's the only thing that matters. And I am going to put extra emphasis on every single category of these slides, because if your name is on these slides, really nothing else matters. And if your name is on both, that really shows who's doing this job right. So, number 1, top closer. This is not the first time. And in fact, I believe it's the second time in a row.
That's right.
It's a back-to-back.
Oh,
Kaysen Snyder.
Kaysen.
Congratulations, dude.
So
Way
incredible.
to represent for the Florida boys down there. The Sarasota Spartans is the team. That is under the Valor region. Congratulations on being number 1. And Tristan Berth and Eli Bleddy, congrats on being in the number 2 and the number 3 spot. Oh, what happened?
Yep, backwards.
Oh, I was reading our I'm looking wrong. I'm just making mistakes. It's fine. We have Guy. Can you bring it back to me, Cade? We're bouncing around a little bit.
There you go.
Guy Matos and Caden Abbott.
There you
Guy
go.
Matos, Caden Abbott. Sorry, I was looking at the NBA Jam screen. That was a little bit more exciting. Got off. You guys are number 2 and 3 top installers of the month for the month of May. Congratulations.
Hey,
Okay.
what I want to say too is Kaysen, that guy, when you talk to him, so steady. And I just want to note this. When you talk to him, he is the most dominant player in our whole business. He's the top installer. And when you go talk to him, he doesn't get too high with the highs and too low with the lows. It's such a key principle to this job, more so right now with all that's going on. When you talk to him, it's just another day in the office. This is what I do. And there's so much to learn and really take from that. So, Kaysen, so grateful that you're here at VITL. We love you. Congratulations, man. What an example. Two-time streak here being the top installer. Keep it up.
Yeah, couldn't agree more with Aaron's sentiments around Kaysen and just his emotional level of how he keeps it so neutral. Not only that, too, incredibly humble. You do not get some huge ego out of that individual, which that's what many would expect, is for the top installer, that's who's probably making, large amounts of money. It's really easy to build up an ego. So, Kaysen, congrats on just staying a emotionally consistent, humble human.
I love it.
Everything about it.
Hey,
So,
as you get into the next
all right,
section, just to call out some comments here. Brandon Bernard calls out fake news. Brandon is the most competitive person in our business. I love it. I love that, man. Hey,
what's he fake newsing about, Brandon? What are you fake newsing about?
He's contesting the Emma and Sean Oldroyd, round, which I love. I love this. And then, hey, we got a lot of girl power comments coming out. That's good to see. Love to see it. Keep the comments coming.
All right, top ADMs. I know Aaron wants to make a million comments, but I have to remind Aaron, we got a timeline of our show, so we're going to break through it, but keep the good comments and all the good things spreading about individuals that are dominating. ADM, top sales. This is our assistant managers throughout the business. Dustin Kawakami. Dustin, you were number 1 of all the ADMs in May for our business. Congratulations. On top of the charts. And Mario in the number 2 slot and Jay Presley in the number 3 spot. Congratulations on making the top 3.
Great job.
That category is always a steep category to compete against. You've got individuals that have been promoted into those roles at the discretion of their manager. It's one of the positions in our business that's not just do this, get this. And they've typically been chosen because they're the leaders who lead from the front. They're high producers in individual cells. And that really makes that category difficult to top the charts. So just huge shout out to them and everybody who's making those charts past now and in the future. Installs. Let's take a look at the installers in that categories and how many crossover. And right now I'm not seeing the crossover. So I'm going to start looking for consistency over time of who does top those sales charts and land here. However, here's one that is consistent, and as is his name on the top of the charts.
Fires me up.
Bradley.
Let's go. Bradley.
Back-to-back top ADM
So awesome.
in installs in the business. Congrats on being consistent this year. I know you're chasing some huge goals, and I know you're trending for them. So it's really awesome to see what you've accomplished this year. And number 3 and number 2 slots, we got number 2, Tarhi Cannon, and number 3, James Hall. Congratulations, you guys, on being in the top 3 for the month of May. Top ADMs.
Love to see James' name on top 3.
Anything you would like to add?
Yes,
Aaron?
I just
Any
did.
feel-goods to any of those individuals?
Hey, I will say Brandon Bernard is on point today with his comments. He did call you out for your parking.
Whoa, I called myself out. I overcame that objection long before, and nobody even needed to know. All right, Brandon, just
so good.
Simmer down. Between that and my Mario Kart loss, I need a little bit of love. All right, DMs, sales. These are our top district managers across the United States. And without further ado, Gino.
Woo!
Gino
Let's
Sargente.
go, Gino.
Hey, congratulations. 2 and 3 slots go to Zane Henriksen and none other than Josh Cohen. Not the first time on the
Zane,
sales list.
Great job.
What I want to know is I've called Josh out in the past. I've given him a little bit of shit at the number of sales he keeps popping up, and I've questioned how many are going to come through on the back end. So now I'm interested to see what we get on the next slide. So move us on to the install slide for top DMs. And I'm going to lie. I'm calling Josh out because I already looked at this, and I could not be more proud of him. A lot of instruction has gone to Josh that if he's going to get the amount of shout-outs he has for the level of work he's putting in on the sales side, that he's got to dial in the back end. And our top installer of all district managers for the month of May
is awesome.
goes to Josh Cohen.
Let's go, Josh.
Massive shout-out, dude.
So awesome.
Nobody is putting in, I think, more work on the front end. And with the feedback that you have received, I love everything about the fact that you're taking that feedback seriously. You're putting the work into the back-end processes to make sure everybody involved in your jobs gets what they hope for out of them, setting proper expectations. Congrats, man, and well done.
Hey,
and
I'm so proud.
I would expect
of Josh.
nothing less.
It is so
Throw it
awesome.
in there.
Hey, he is fighting. Everyone's got battles that they go through, and to Josh, great job. Keep it up.
Next on the list, number 2 and 3, and one of them we just had on the previous list. So congrats to both of them because, again, that's the consistency that I'm going to call out every single time is those that are understanding how to get the job done on both sides. So, okay, we got our districts. Let's move on to top district sales now. We've covered all the personal production. This is the time we now pivot from individuals who have been topping the charts. Now we're going to start looking at team efforts. We're going to start looking at groups of individuals who have come together to consistently dominate on the United Front and, pun intended, on the United Front. Top team comes from the United region. It's the M-Finger team. No surprise. They've been on the top 3 for how long now? I don't know. But number 1 in the entire business, and no surprise following right behind them, we've got Scapin from the Valor region and Hagland from the now Delta region. So
congrats, guys.
Congratulations for repping all your regions, you guys, and being the top 3 districts in our entire business.
How many times this happens? It's Valor number 1, or that team. Sorry,
Been going back.
So the Scapin team
They're in Splash Brother
and the
mode.
M-Finger team back and forth this month. M-Finger team, the whole group took the number 1 spot. I love watching that battle. One of the most entertaining battles. I will tell you, when you get those two poolside, maybe with a couple drinks, the competitive nature that comes out of those two is pretty wild.
And Owen,
I love it.
I love to see your name up.
Great job,
friend.
guys.
Feels good. Okay, installs. Let's take a look. Again, pay attention. Who's shown in the top sales, who's shown in the top installs. And I will give absolute mad props on this one as well because that's what we're seeing. We're seeing follow through and we're seeing consistency. M-Finger. M-Finger again, number 1 on sales, number 1 on installs.
Great job.
And back-to-back as well, we've got Scapin team. So both to Noah, John, but to your groups, way to lead, but to the groups, to all the individuals that are on those teams, getting both the sales and the installs done. Just massive thank you on doing the job the right way. And We also have Chris Rodriguez and team. Rodriguez
right.
and team representing the
Hey,
Limitless
love
region
seeing that
in the
top
number 3
3.
spot.
Great job.
Top installs in the entire country for VITL. Well played.
Great job. Love seeing that.
Golf clap
Love
and
seeing
more.
that. They're on a tear. They're on a tear.
Vital Signs. All right, little plug on this one, okay? Vital Signs. Every single month, we review the top teams when it comes to Vital Signs, and we also remind everybody of what Vital Signs is. So, another quick reminder, Vital Signs is a power ranking scoring system to determine the health of a team. It takes into consideration the individual cells of the manager and how much they're leading from the front. It takes into consideration how many leads versus self-gens the team members are doing. It takes into consideration your net price per watt target, installs, sales, per rep averages. There's 9 different categories that we take into consideration to determine the health of a team and the trajectory that that team is on. And this is how we track any team-based competitions. And everybody's been hyped up and excited and participating in the crown for the last quarter to figure out who the top rep in our business is. And it's exciting. We're coming down to the wire, and I cannot wait to see who takes the crown, who is literally given a fully blown custom forged crown at the end of the gathering of 2026, along with all the other prizes you're earning along the way. But it is now time. Do we have something?
The crown's on
would the
Aaron's
arts
shoulder right
department
now.
like to say
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, you can see it right next to you.
Oh, is it on my
Is
shoulder?
it hang? Oh, it's sitting on our TV right here.
Oh, look at that.
All the little surprises I get when I pay more attention. And I'm
Oh,
not
this
just in
is
my own head
amazing.
over here.
Look at that.
Love
The
it. There's your
crown's
crown
right
waiting
there.
for those who take it. However,
Ooh,
we're coming up on Q3
look at
in
that.
our business,
That
you
is
guys.
a beautiful crown right there.
Midsummer, transitioning into Q3, it is coming time for the Pulse. And the teams that you see in this category that I'm about to recognize, pay attention. They have been operating and hitting those marks and getting all the points for all the different categories, and this is how we will track the Pulse, and that will determine at the end of the year when we get up on stage in 2026 who is crowned the top team. And wait till you see some of the rings and the prizes we put
you
together.
just dropped
This
that?
little
We got
sneak-
something
Yeah.
shiny
sneak
for the
peek.
Pulse winners
We
this
got some
year.
shiny things coming up.
Yeah.
Not to mention, as we always do, some incredible budgets that go towards team activities and memories that get created with an experience for those winners. So there is my plug for the Pulse. More to come. The new app version of all the things will be coming out soon in Vital Home. Don't wait to go check that out. But Top Vital Signs, let's take a look at it. We've seen this name before, and I love
Yes.
to see it
Consistent
again.
as can
Shout
be.
out
Good
to our
job.
LA
Good job.
boys. This is the Hong and Rizzuto team.
Love it. Great work.
Love everything about you guys being on the top for Vital Signs. So keep that up. Can't wait to see your names participate in the Pulse. Number 2 and 3 slot for Vital Signs. Every single time he's up on this board and his team, Turner. Mr. Chance Turner and team out in Illinois. Congratulations for being in the 2 slot. And Baker Vincent. That's our former winners
That's right.
on the X side last
Of
year.
the Pulse
So
last year.
holding it down still in Vital Signs. They are few, but
Ve-
they are
ve-
strong.
very
it's always
excited
kind of
about
a
it.
tight-knit team, and I love to see.
Only
love to see
plug
the
I
way
want
they
to
play.
say, we are going to announce in the next 3 weeks the way head counts will be judged and what all the rules are for Pulse. Get ready, get familiar, know your scorecard so you're not yelling at the ref. You know how to play the game because the Pulse is going to get wild. I cannot wait for it. It's my favorite competition all year long. Looking forward to it.
All right, regions. We've now covered our teams. Let's move in to some of the bigger groups that have come together to absolutely dominate across the board at Vital. And this is a back-to-back.
They are
This
on,
is a
they are on a
back-to-back.
tear.
And
Oh, it's amazing.
The cool thing I want to recognize about this back-to-back is the majority of all the teams in this region
Yeah.
are X teams.
Yeah.
So when we say they are back-to-back champions of top region of the month from a sales standpoint, they are getting it done in 10 days.
Yeah.
Almost all of their business is being produced in 10 days. Shout out to the Delta region led by
Let's
Jai
go.
Young.
Those that are
Delta
part of that
and
region,
everybody
let's hear
that is
it.
a part of it.
It's awesome.
Congrats. Those are the huge props to be top region back-to-back, especially with the number of X teams. And number 2 and number 3, we've got the Limitless
Yes.
region.
Love to see that.
Charlie and everybody that is a part of that region, phenomenal job. Huge props on making the top 2 regions of the month in May. And no surprise again, we got the M-Finger region. But if I do recall, there was, I don't know how many back-to-backs it was.
Correct.
I want to say it was a high number, like 7 or
Correct.
something kind of crazy. But I think M-Finger held that number 1 spot for some time. So, Noah, I know how competitive you are and everybody in that region. I'm just giving a little bit of call out. Are you going to let this happen? Are you going to fall out of the top 3? Are you guys going to come on back? Congrats, anyways, on being in the top 3 and everybody else, you guys.
Hey, to the
Let's
Delta
take a
group,
look.
I just want to say this: incredible work.
Yes,
so
please.
proud of them. Thank
Add
you,
more.
thank
What
you.
else? What other things would you like to say?
To the Limitless group, they are navigating a lot of change. I just want to say that in a really incredible way. Just want to call it out.
Well deserved. This is true.
To see that Limitless group, they're in a lot of markets that are loan only, and I just want to call it out. They're navigating that, and I'm proud of them. And it's what that region needs is that leadership, and they're responding. So I'm excited to see what they do this month. Great job to all 3. But Delta, great job. Great job.
I actually love that, and I'm going to use that as an example. Remind me to come back to those San Antonio boys. I've got some thoughts, and my final thoughts I share with everybody today, and I feel like their response to some of the difficulties they're dealing with are a perfect way to touch on some of that. So let's take a look at the installs, though. Top installing regions, and they may have fallen out in the top 3 in sales, but they did not fall out on the top 3 of installs. In fact, they took the number 1 slot.
Oh, he makes sure the world knows this.
This goes to the Valor region.
Woo! Yes,
John Scapin,
let's go, Valor.
Everybody that is a part of that region, you're topping the charts in individuals. You've got them in the top charts. You've got teams in the top charts. And for your region to be the number 1 installing region, it is massive. It is so difficult to do. And just congrats on being in that top slot. We'll see if you can hang on to it because your buddies, as always, are right behind you in the number 2 slot. We got the United region led by Noah Emfinger. And then also,
great job,
Limitless also topping in the top 3 slots, led by Charlie Heaton and that squad. So top 3 in installs. Congratulations to all 3 of you who made that slot or who made those charts. All right, divisions. Okay,
this is
we're getting
into
the big boys, and we've got some disruption.
This.
I like to see it.
Pay
I
attention.
like what's happening right now.
I want to know people's thoughts in the comments as this gets announced, because this is exciting. It is getting a lot more competitive at the division level, and this is big. Tyler, what do we got here?
Listen, hey, some people may be like, well, so-and-so combined. I don't care. Guys, here's the bottom line. Those who want to play the game and battle and fight and compete, they find proper alignment at the right time and place to do it. And this is exactly what's happened, and the alignment feels nice. The Republic.
Wow. Number
one division goes to the Republic, led by Todd Hare as the VP of that organization. Todd and everybody that is a part of that from all the regions. That's Otto. That is Dennis. That is
Charlie.
That's Charlie. We got our East Coast boys with Nick and squad.
Yep.
Everybody that's a part of that. Congratulations.
Wow.
You took them down.
Well done, guys.
You took them down. I think the Legion, led by Joey, had been in the number 1 slot for I don't know how many in a row. 9?
Yeah.
9.
9 times.
Yes. Joey,
That's
I'm
amazing.
sorry to root against you, but 9 times somebody's got to knock you off. Congratulations on top division for the Republic. Joey Still and Legion in the number 2 slot. And number 3, we got Mashed, led by Mitch Ford. That division number 3 slot for Cells. However, the only thing that matters, he didn't really get knocked off. He didn't.
He's
still
in the
holds
most
it.
important
and
spot.
This is 2 back-to-back from an install standpoint. So I had to give you a little bit of shit right before I gave you all the crown right back. Joey and the Legion.
Great job.
Legion, number 1 division for installs.
Great
still
job.
holding it down where it matters. However, you do have a high percentage of pull-through from the Republic. So if they hold down that number 1 slot in sales, we're definitely going to have some more competition on the install side, and I'm excited to see what happens there. Number 2 on their heels is the Republic. They're already showing up, so congratulations. And number 3,
Onyx.
we've got Onyx.
Let's go.
So we've got
Cohen
new
and
divisions coming to play. That is Josh Cohen and group. Again, I'm going to shout to Josh there too. They've been giving a lot of shit about sales versus installs, but we've got their entire division showing up as the number 3 installing division in the business.
I just want to
work's
say
being put in there.
Al Cooper, Jake Davis, those guys within Onyx, man, they are on a tear. You know, Austin Sedin, that whole group. We just launched a new pilot out there in Cincinnati. Like, they just made their first sell today, which excites me. The Onyx group has a lot cooking for them right now, and I'm excited to see what happens in the future. Great job, guys.
They do. Don't skip on. I think we're going to continue to see more and more competition at the division level, and it's exciting. It's what we need. That is how bars get raised, and you have to give the amount of props. Like, Mitch has held that bar for a long time. Joey has come in over the past year and really helped raise that. It's driven everybody to more production, and now we're just seeing more and more of it. And Yeah, love what we're seeing.
It's good.
All right, senior divisions. This is our last category.
There's only two
This is
here,
it. We
and
have
it's
two.
like who takes the sell side, who takes the install side. Can one do both? 1 month. We'll see.
What I love from this, same thing. Bars are being raised. Competition is going back and forth. This is the back-to-back month in a row that these guys have held it down. They got knocked off 3 months ago for the first time.
Yeah.
So to get knocked off and then bounce back and see that back-and-forth fight, it's what we love to see. Mashed potatoes in region, or
Great
in
job.
division, and
Great
multiple
jobs.
divisions.
Senior division. Everybody in one.
Senior
Good
division,
job.
number 1 spot, and Legion, led by Joey, right behind him. So number 1 and 2 going back and forth on sales. However, let's take a look at installs and see where we land. And back-to-back on the installs, we've got Legion holding down the one thing that does matter the most. That is the install side.
Great job.
For the largest division in the business. Everybody that's a part of Legion, Joey, congratulations. And everybody also that is a part of Mitch and his entire group, Mashed Potatoes division. Phenomenal job. And for all the work you guys are doing, genuinely, thank you. That wraps up our recognition section of the show. As far as specific production goes, now we're going to take a look at our MVPs. We're going to take a look at some of the VITL awards and a few other strategic recognitions that we give before we wrap this show. But stay tuned. Do not forget, we got $500 worth of store credit we're giving away at the end with a few questions and games we're going to play to toss those out there. So stay on to the end. Aaron, run through some of these other recognitions we got to give, and then we'll end from there.
Great job to everybody that made the charts in the month of May. So grateful for the culture we represent here at VITL and all the work that went into making those scoreboards. Go on to social media, share your successes, and let's go comment in all of those across the company to give those people the love they deserve. Now, as we get into Be Vital, as a reminder, this is an award that's awarded from nominations. This is not off stats. Sometimes it involves stats. But these are people who are living up to our mission statement, which is to create the most uncommon sales force on the planet. And they're our most vital people in a voted way, having impact in our business in whatever way it comes in. So let's take a look at the first one. This is our headquarters here at HQ. That got voted in, and our Be Vital Award winner for May is none other than Noah Monks. Let's go, Noah. Now, I will say this. I'm going to read this, and I'm going to talk about Noah because he is just an incredible human. This guy is resourceful to the nth degree. Even if you told him there wasn't a way, he wouldn't even hear it and understand those words, and he would just find the way. That's what I love about this guy. So let's read what was written here. This is one of the comments of many. Noah has been crushing recruiting. He is always very diligent with his communication processes, is always bringing a positive attitude and wanting to support the team. He is relentless. He has a work ethic. His communication and reliability is next to none. I would also say he is a prime example of what leaders and recruiters should strive to be. Well said. And Noah, I just want to say thank you personally. Noah leads our recruiting department, and all of our teams across the country feels his influence as he goes and places new people that are looking for a bright career and a safe landing pad in the solar space, which is here at VITL. So Noah, well-deserved. Congratulations for being our Be Vital Award winner here at corporate.
I'll throw something in there about Noah too that I just I've really grown to respect, because Noah is somebody that if he thinks there's another way to add value, even if it is outside of his exact role, like as a recruiter, for example, he'll just start chasing it down.
He does.
And it was really cool. Noah actually came to me last week out of nowhere, and he's like, I got this guy. You got to meet him. I need you to connect with him. He can get us in through all these different angles. And his long story short, he was right. He met some random guy, made friends with this guy. Turns out this guy has the ability to get us into certain magazines and do some PR around it. And I think we're going to end up with an article in the Business Insider all about VITL. And
very cool.
He's really hooking us up and just trying to find other ways to add value. So, no, I appreciate the effort and the time you put into things, even outside your role, to bring value and just the way you're bought into VITL.
Very grateful to have him here. Okay, so for our filled Be Vital Award winner, if you know this individual, please speak up in the chat. This is really cool to see. When I saw this come in, this individual has shown up day one. He has fought through a ton of adversity, and he had other options on the table For him to pick VITL, have our back, come in, and now have influence to the rate where from a national filled poll comes in and he is our most influenced person that people have felt in the month of May. This is pretty cool. So none other than give it up for Sean Carter out of Colorado Springs.
Very good, Sean.
Yes,
Very
Sean.
good.
Love to see this. He is an incredible human. I had a privilege of sharing a steak dinner with him and his significant other when he was looking at joining VITL. To see this full circle is really cool. So let's read what was written. He is building a great culture and office in the Springs. He puts his team first, is always there for each team member. He has sacrificed a lot of his personal time and resources to build his office into something special. He has poured a lot of time and resources to get the Colorado Springs office up and running. He also puts his team members first and is building a great culture in the office. I could not agree more. Sean, we love you. We are so grateful for you. Congratulations on winning the Be VITL Award win in the month of May. Congratulations. Love to see you. Okay, now let's get to our MVP award winners. Tyler, this is no vote. This is who sold the very most in each channel we have. And let's take a look at retail first. And as I announce this, this is our final recognition of the show. This is our last one.
Also, something needs to be said, though, as a reminder. We announced this last time, but if for anybody who does not remember, in the past, we've given away the skateboards to the MVPs.
Yep.
On the sales side.
That's right.
But now that we've introduced recognition for installs across the board, we couldn't not introduce MVPs on the install side.
That's right.
And being, the arts department that our friends here behind the scenes are that have turned this thing into such an incredible show, they have also come up with a very specific prize. And I'm trying to remember if we announced it last time. If we didn't. But just to be clear, for those of you who win the MVP on the sales, you'll be added to the skateboard wall. We now have a VITL arts wall.
It's a very cool piece of art.
That is now being built in the office and will be sent out to you, and you will get a custom VITL, fully framed piece of art delivered to you if you make it into the MVP for the install category.
It is awesome.
Super pumped on that.
What's cool about this, there's only one winner in each category. Watch for the trends, who sells the most, and then who is installing the most. So let's look at retail. Retail had one of their best months last month. This is so cool to see, but it is not easy now to make the MVP for retail. Let's give it up for number one, Christy. Let's go, Christy. As we've talked about, she is leading in the pulse. Very curious to see where this next round lands, but she is our most valuable player based on performance in the whole company for the month of May. Christy, well deserved. You are MVP for May. Okay, next, let's look at our X channel. This one's pretty cool to see. Not surprised. He is consistent as ever, coming out of the Delta region representing. Give it up for Owen Hagland. Owen, congratulations. Love to see that. One of the OGs.
A few different shout-outs for Owen.
He is just a consistent human, and I love to see this. He is one of the OGs of VITL. Been here from day one. We are so grateful. Owen, way to represent. You got a custom skateboard coming your way. Okay, next, locals. Now, this one is getting crazy, Tyler. I'm just going to call this out. Between this person and Bradley, I don't know who's going to win in the crown. But to see him sell the very most, this is awesome. Let's give it up for Gino. Gino in locals, selling the very most last month. He is working his tail off, and he is in the final round of the crown. I don't know who's going to advance between him and Bradley. We will see. Gino, congratulations for being the MVP and representing for locals. Great job.
Before you hit the installs, just, Christy, Owen, Gino. Good job.
Great job.
All of you.
Great job.
I didn't say much, but
I love it.
I'll let Aaron run with that, but
hey,
phenomenal job.
Tyler, I'm going to always let you add what you want to add graciously.
Hey, I try to be cautious of our timeline, like proper, just well done.
Good
Sometimes
job.
That's all you need.
Okay. All right. MVP installs. This is a new category now. This is our second month recognizing it. You're going to get a custom piece of art, and it's really cool to see. So for the X channel, let's give it up for Nate, representing for the top installer for all of the X candidates that are in that channel. Nate, congratulations. Love to see that. Great job. Okay. Next, for locals. This is our top installer for locals. Now, I want to say this. There's only 2 categories that we recognize when it comes to the install side, and it is those who close any leads. All that we have, that is X and locals. That encompasses everything we do on the install side. For locals, give it up for Bradley representing locals. That is so cool. By the way, I know how hard Bradley has been gunning for this, Tyler.
Nate and Brad both.
They have
Well done,
they
boys.
have texted me multiple times saying, "Did I win it? Am I the top? Where are we?" They've been trying on the sell side and the install side. To see it hit for the install side to both of you guys, that is our most important category across the company. Congratulations to both of you. Well deserved. Great job. Okay.
Love it.
Next.
Do we have?
That's it.
That's it. That's all.
If there were any mistakes
we
in
are
there,
Okay.
Let 'em
I just
know.
want to say 2 things, and Tyler, end us off. Thank you to our arts department, creative team, our marketing department. What a show today, guys. For real. You absolutely nailed it. The graphics were on point. This is incredible. I love what we do here at VITL. There's no better place to do what we do here. We are in the best time at the best opportunity here at VITL. And I mean that sincerely. I would ask everyone to stay calm, stay focused. When there is chaos, those that can understand how to thrive in chaos are those that go accomplish big things. They change everything when they can just stay calm, steady, cool, and collective. That is what we got to go do for this month. Sell solves all. Let's go out and have a great month. Thank you for everything. We love you guys. Tyler, go ahead and end us off with some thoughts.
Yeah, would love to wrap this up with just kind of a mindset, if you will, some mindset thoughts, you guys. Aaron has touched on these already, so it's me piggybacking off that. You know, Aaron has said multiple times today that sales solves all. And when we say that, if we talk about selling through times of uncertainty, selling through times of chaos or challenge, I want to make sure that it is very well known. It's not ignoring problems. It's not being ignorant to certain things that are actually taking place that need to be solved, worked through, answered in a way to give people clarity and a clear vision of where everything is headed. That's not what that means. It means that you recognize what is happening and you recognize what is in your control and what is not in your control. And at every single level, from sales rep up to a CEO position, there are things in your control and there's things out of your control. And I want to make sure it's understood when Aaron talks about these things, because I can look back on so many different times in my career at every single position I've held. And every single time, there has been something happening every year. There's not one year I can think of where there wasn't a serious problem that affected over half of the people in whatever office I was a part of. So whatever team I was on, there's always been an event, there's always been a problem, there's always been uncertainty throughout that year where some people were drastically affected by that uncertainty. They were full of fear, full of worry, focused on any negative they could find, and they used those things to justify altering their behavior. They use those things to justify not trending for their goals. They use those things to justify slowing down, taking a different route, or overthinking something. And every single one of those years, I can also look back and I can point to the top 20% in most cases who took a totally different look at things. They looked at it and they said, well, if I can't control X, Y, and Z, and if X, Y, and Z could potentially put me in a position where I sell less or the jobs that I sell don't get fulfilled on as well, the end result is lower production, which hurts me individually, it hurts my team, it hurts the business. Everybody gets hurt in a negative way. So what I'm going to do, if there's any uncertainty, is I'm going to actually double down. And I am going to take the mindset that sales solves all. So what I'm going to do, I'm literally going to sell more. I'm going to work more hours. I'm going to put in more time. And I'm going to do more of what I'm supposed to do, because there's no way I'm going to lower my goal and find reason to justify why I didn't achieve what I initially set out to achieve. I'm going to say, oh shit, something came up. I might have to do even more in order to still land where I hope to land. And when you do that, you give yourself room and you give yourself space for uncertainty rather than it dictating and controlling your entire life. And the reason we come into this all with confidence, and you guys have heard me say this, but I'm going to say it on a live platform rather than just a closed-off group call. VITL is built for anything to do with uncertainty or chaos. We were built for it in the way this business was started. We were built for it in the timing of which it started. The things that took place in 22, 23, 24 have been some of the most difficult, demanding, adaptation mindset altering things that have ever taken place in the solar industry, and we have won through every one of them. And it hasn't come without small losses, but every single time we've taken small hits along the way, in the long run, we have grown. So at a time where you have some of the largest companies, most reputable, well-known businesses in the space that have been in business for 10, 15, 20 years in some cases, that are down 60% year over year, the fact that we are up 60% tells you everything you need to know. So it is my ask, it is my hope that during times of uncertainty, during times where we don't have perfect clarity, that everybody doubles down, that they really do look at whatever goals they initially set, whatever vision they initially had, and they go all in. And all in might mean more than your previous all in did. Change that definition. Give yourself space for uncertainty, and regardless of the outcome, you will land in a good place, and far better than the 50 or 80 or the higher percentage of individuals who find a way to justify anything other than achieving what they initially set out to achieve. And I'll end with that, you guys. This group is unbelievable at doing that. Thank you for your hard work. The one last thing I said I was going to shout out the San Antonio group, because everything I just said, it applies perfectly to the way they're responding right now. You've got a group of individuals that is loan only. Their market, their one city, they can only sell loans at a time, that it's not super ideal. So rather than sitting back and saying, well, what do we do? They immediately strategized, they got together as a group, and they chose to get out of their town and go blitz to markets that make sense, to not slow down on their production, not slow down on their volume. I got a text this morning from Charlie about the whole group and how many appointments and deals they put up on the board yesterday. And so just massive shout out to you guys for absolutely adapting to a difficult situation and taking on the exact mindset that we would ask you to take on here, and one that absolutely is uncommon and represents VITL. You guys, thank you.
I love it.
We love you.
We got questions.
Thank you, the department, for the show.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we're giving
That's
giveaways.
right.
Hey,
So,
we're not done. We got stuff to give away to you.
Hey, by the way, I love our people here. Silver, just want to shout you out. He says, I'm right there with you. I've lost everything. I'm busting to earn it back. Mick Mummy 33. I second the motion, Silver. I'm here with you.
Mummy 33.
Yeah, or sorry, Mike Mummy. Sorry, trying to read those from a distance.
That's a great name.
Love
Mick
these
Mummy
comments,
33.
guys. We love you. Thank you for all that you've done. Now, to end the show, guys, that is our recognition show. Now we're going to have a little fun. Stay on the chat. We have 5 winners that we are going to give away $100 to our store. Here's what we're going to do. Now, listen up. This is a brand new thing that is live in VITL Home. If you do not know about this, or if you do and you've already done this, marketing is watching this right now.
The arts department
is watching this
right now.
If you go to your profile, and this is one of my favorite things to be able to read, as I go click into people's profile and I dig a little bit deeper to see what's motivating them. We all have a why, and that why is bigger than a paycheck. And what I love about trying to make money, dollars follow value. And when your why is so strong, your value out and supersedes everything else, the dollars follow. So if you go to your profile right now, there is a pencil, there's an edit button to get into what is brand new for you to write in your why. Why are you doing this job? What motivates you? What gets you up in the morning, no matter how hard your heart is? What gets you to go above and beyond? And why are you doing this job? I can't wait to see this. Here is the competition. The first 5 people that take a screenshot, go ahead and crop it so your pay is not in there, but go take a screenshot of your why.
Or just put a little bar over your pay if you don't want it to be seen.
Or
if your pay kicks ass,
if you want
don't
pay,
bar it off and show it to
we
show it to the
got
world.
some people on Pace making lots of it's awesome. Hey, so first 5 that take a picture of their why, they tag VITL, myself, and Tyler. We are going to be sharing this. Let's get wild with this. First 5 that tag VITL, myself,
I'm
and
looking. I'm
Tyler.
pulling my phone
We're
out.
looking at it right now.
How
Gets
fast can we do
$100. We are going to reach out to you individually if you were one of the first 5. Hopefully you are one of the first 5, but if you're not, go update your why. Everyone has that in there. That is the winnings for today.
I'm watching my
Kay,
IG right now.
did we get our 5 posted of who won the book? And
We've got them, but we haven't posted them yet. We'll post them.
We'll
'Kay.
post them up. We'll announce it.
we're going to post who won to kick it off. We will message you directly if you won to end. Now, last thing I'll say, we're going to do this every time VITL Live happens. Make sure you're on early to be a part of the winnings, and make sure you always stay on till the end to be a part of the prizes. Guys, that is it. We love you. Can't wait to see this post. Can't wait to see the whys. Go have a great month.
Let's go.
We'll see you soon.
Screenshot. Tag us right now. I'm watching.
Okay. Also a reminder, share the posts from Instagram of all the award winners today. We'll talk to you guys next month. Thank you. Guys, by far, best show ever. That was amazing.